Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Unavowed, a game that I am well and truly loving. We're here in the old burnt down homeless shelter. We're going to take a look around, see if there's anything in here that can help us with our investigation. There's some charred walls standing unsteadily against the night sky. And not a lot else, it's got to be said. We can go back to St. Mark's Street. There's a lone locker stands intact amidst the ruins. Let's open it.
Is something the matter?
Its locker is cold as ice. It's frozen solid.
Huh. Interesting.
How is this possible? The building was on fire not too long ago.
I know. Bizarre contradiction, isn't it? That's magic for you.
Okay.
So you believe this is magic related?
Maybe.
Are people still saying duh? Because, well, duh.
So it's ice cold. So can we get Eli to fire magic it?
Come on, melt.
Is
Oh, it's not
everything
working.
all right?
Everything's fine. It's just something inside is fighting back.
Huh.
There.
Nicely done.
That's me, Eli Beckett, enemy of ice.
So there's going to be a clue in here, right? Something that's been like magically sealed away. Ugh.
Well, that's definitely our cold source, all right.
It looks like there was someone in there. A thin ice block has formed inside the locker. A faint shape is visible inside. It's going to be cold, right? Eli, can you melt this? I'd rather he melts it than...
Now that it's out of the open air, the warm rain is coming down. I should be able to...
yeah, there is
Jesus.
a person. Alright, well. The body is beginning to thaw out.
Look at that. Not a burn mark on him.
The ice protected him from the fire?
Huh.
It also froze him to death, but if you want to get technical, sure, it protected him from the fire.
Wow. What would cause something like this?
Well, I might be going out on a limb here, but I'm gonna say magic.
Yeah.
Indeed. This cold is not natural.
Doesn't seem natural.
Neither is the smell. Ugh.
Okay. Does this body look familiar to you? No, we're not going to get police officer.
Maybe. It's hard to tell, you know, with all the frostbite and things.
I admit, he does look slightly recognizable, but as to whom, I cannot say.
I'm trying to see... He looks slightly familiar, but you can't quite place
The more
it.
I look at him, the more familiar his face becomes. Do you recognize him, Eli?
No, but you're right. He is familiar. Why can't I remember?
Huh. Is there anything on him? Like an identifying feature or anything?
He looks familiar, doesn't he? Where have I seen him before?
I mean, the only people
Not yet. Please. The identity of this man is familiar. Where have we seen him before?
Oh, we can't go out of the thing. Oh. Holy crap, it's Jordon. No, it can't be Jordon. Jordan's the fire guy, right?
I think it is.
It does
It's
look
definitely
like
the same
him.
guy in that picture you got.
Unless this wasn't Jordan in the
evidence is
picture.
undeniable. Jordan sought a way to remove the cold invading his body. It appears he...
Oh,
failed.
yeah. He was cold and he couldn't stop the cold. Do you remember he was saying that? We just saw him alive.
I know. And if his body is dead, that can only mean one thing. His soul transmuted, escaped his body, and became something else. He is alive, just no longer human.
Right.
He's become a fire elemental. A spirit bound to a body of flame.
Fire elemental. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's horrible for him because he sounded like he was in serious pain. Serves him right? No. Can't we reverse it?
No, we can't. And even if we could, his human body is dead. There's nothing for him to go back to.
Oh, no.
Regardless, we cannot allow a fire elemental to run loose in the city sewers.
Let's go back and ask him nicely to leave, I guess. Can you fight him, Mandana? Eli, you're the fire expert. Any thoughts?
I have plenty of thoughts. None of them nice. Let me mull them over for a bit, okay? We should hear Jordon out before deciding anything, anyway.
Okay, fine. Jeez. Well, that's a note to start the episode
Whatever
on.
you found in there, don't tell me about it. Deniability and all that.
Okay.
Just find the guy who did this.
I like this guy. He seems like a nice cop. Cares about, doing the job
Eli,
properly.
you are scratching the buttons of your coat again with your fingernail.
I like this dynamic. This whole where they have little conversations about just,
Yes.
you
are not even aware of it, are you?
irrelevant things to the cases, but
Why is the...
it adds character development. I like it. Right, so this is Jordon, but it's actually Jordan's spirit is now a fire elemental. Well, let's tell him.
You did?
Yeah.
What did you find?
You froze to death in the shelter, man.
What? I'm dead?
No, not exactly. You're a fire elemental now. You're alive, you're just in a new body. A body made of flame.
Yeah.
That's why the flames are self-sustaining. You aren't on fire, you are fire.
So there's no cure?
Oh, no. Your human body is dead. There's no getting around that. But you're kind of immortal now. That's something, isn't it?
You mean I have to live like this forever?
Apparently.
Yeah?
You should have left me in the cold, Master. You should have left me to die.
There's got to be something you can do, Eli. So about the knife.
Yes, there is. I'm a fire mage. I can control and channel fire.
So.
Given enough time, I can remove the fire from your spirit.
Okay.
Eli, what you are proposing,
Will be incredibly painful, I know.
Painful?
it will feel like being skinned alive.
Ooh.
But it will kill me?
Eventually.
Then I'll do it.
I mean, this is the only option.
No, it is not. I will not allow you to do this. Not when there is another way.
Right, what's the other way then?
Another way?
There are others of your kind. Fire elementals. A whole world of them.
Yeah, in another dimension, across the void. How do you propose to get him there?
Jordon is a creature of spirit now, which means he can traverse the void. I can lend him the energy required, and show him how to open the way.
So he can, what, spend eternity with fire people?
Wait, eternity?
It is a one-way trip, Jordon. Life there will not be easy, but perhaps you can find a home there, a life.
But what kind of life would that be?
One that continues.
This is
Sure.
difficult.
On an alien world, in an alien dimension.
He can't
all
stay down
alone.
here. I mean, it is his
There
decision.
will be others of his kind. In time, they might accept him.
Yeah, there is
And if
that.
they don't, he'll be stuck there forever.
So the alternative is to murder him?
Yeah, I feel like
Mercy. If I was in his shoes, I'd want the same.
But you are not in his shoes. You cannot make that choice for him.
I mean, it's his choice.
I can't. This is all too much. Master, I know you've done your best. Whatever you decide, I will do.
Don't make us do it.
That is true. Jordon, what say you?
I don't know.
He won't have to eat any human flesh, will he?
What?
No. His flames are the source of his energy, and will provide most of the fuel required. I will lend him the rest.
Okay.
The effect on me will be minimal. I will recover.
Do you really want to live like this?
Better a life like this than no life at all.
I feel like we should send him across
But
the
what
void
kind of life would that be?
because he could find.
One that continues.
Yeah, he could find.
Sure. On an alien world, in an alien dimension, all alone.
Let's do the void.
Yes, Master.
I don't
you
want to.
were right.
I don't want to kill
Maybe
him.
this is what was meant to be. Maybe you saved me that night for this very reason. Maybe I have some purpose to fulfill in this new dimension.
Could be.
Okay, I am ready.
You two should wait above ground. I will help him transfer across the void.
I mean, I feel like giving him a chance.
I guess he's on his way by now. Off to his new life, assuming you can call it life. You think we did the right thing?
I mean, he has a chance.
A chance is better than nothing? Maybe.
I think so.
But to live through eternity without seeing another human being, I couldn't take it. I know that much.
Yeah, but there's other fire elementals, right? He's not human anymore. It might be nice to live in another world. Oh, he's not human anymore.
His soul is still human. His mind is still human. Although I'm not him, so what do I know?
Yep.
I know what I am. I'm not entirely normal, but I know that I'm human. I know that I'm me. If I lose that, then I lose everything. So, is he...
Yes, he has gone through the void.
Okay, you look exhausted.
Opening the way was more difficult than anticipated. It took all of his energy and a good portion of mine. He did retrieve the ritual knife for me before he left.
Oh, cool.
Well, that's something. I'll study it back at the lab.
I know the routine. I shall call ahead and have pizza delivered.
It's like you read my mind.
Pizza! Achievement unlocked, a new home. And now we're back here. Okay, so I wonder if there's anything new here now. An old photo of yourself, Sammy, Logan, and Jonah. So this is the photo. See if there's anything new in here. Doesn't necessarily look like it. No. Okay. Well, I guess that's... Is that case 1 done? We seem to be back in the base now, so... You know. I feel like we did the right thing there, honestly. Killing him... I know we killed the whatever it was in the first bit of the game, but that was because... I don't know, I don't know. I still don't know if we made the right call there or not, to be honest, but I feel like this time killing him would have been wrong. He had a chance at another life, and even though it might take some getting used to, it might not work out, at least he has that choice.
Good. You are awake. I was hoping to talk to you.
Okay, is it about our mission?
Yes. And no. You have completed your first field mission. You must have thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm curious as to what they are. What are you feeling at the moment?
Eager to get back out there. Still a bit overwhelmed, to be honest. Yeah.
It would be foolish not to be. You have encountered many changes very quickly. For some of us, the Unavowed is a calling. For others, a duty. But for you, I have seen you in action. I have seen you react under pressure. You were clearly meant for this life.
Maybe. All I know is pouring drinks. You really think so?
I would not say so if it were not true. Your old life, your life as a barkeep, prepared you for this. Your empathy, your ability to connect to others. They are qualities we need, quite badly, I must say.
So I'm wondering how different the game is based on what class, if you want to call it that, we chose at the beginning. Because we used, again, the bartender skills in that last one to talk to the cops. So I guess maybe things are slightly different. I don't know. Thank you. I'll do my best.
That is all any of us can hope for. At any rate, I detect no falsehood within you. You spoke the truth to me. Thank you. I will return to my training now.
Okay. Can we like talk
Yes?
about anything else? Can you really detect falsehoods?
Yes. Lies and falsehoods make djinns uncomfortable. We cannot abide the sensation.
Right.
Of course, the ability to detect a lie is often useful in the field, so I have accepted it.
Makes sense. I grew up on Mars and I'm 120 years old.
I did mention that a lie makes a djinn very uncomfortable.
I'm sorry,
Think
I
of
couldn't
fingernails
resist.
on a chalkboard, but inside your brain. Djinns cannot abide to speak a lie, let alone listen to one.
Sorry, I had to do it. So you can't speak a lie either.
Indeed. No djinn could. It gives us physical pain. Of course, this means that djinns resort to mind tricks and verbal trickery.
Right, okay. Mind tricks and verbal trickery? You're saying I shouldn't trust you?
You can trust me to tell the truth. I have no desire to trick you or anyone else. My purpose is to serve the Unavowed. Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay. But if tricking me served the Unavowed, we're going down this rabbit hole.
This is why nobody trusts the djinn. One always looks for a hidden meaning. Mind games and wordplay are silly. I find them tiresome. So I have focused my efforts elsewhere. I hope you will grow to trust me. And that is the truth.
Yeah, that would be nice. No mind games, huh? I like that. I hope to earn your trust as well.
Keep performing as you have, and you will have it.
Okay, I have some questions about yourself.
Me? What do you want to know?
Where'd you learn to use a sword?
Like with most things, I learned it at my mother's knee. Well, not literally. She was usually cutting off other people's knees, but the metaphor holds.
Yeah, okay. Your mother used a sword too?
Yes, but I prefer not to dwell. Ask me questions if you must, but not that.
Okay, fine. Let's ask about something else.
I will do my best to answer.
Any thoughts?
I believe we made the right choice with Jordon. When he disappeared across the void, he seemed content, less conflicted, more determined. I am sure you will make a life for himself
Yeah,
there.
I hope he does. I really hope he does.
Thank you.
Okay, should we go down and speak to Eli now? He'll look at that. He'll probably say the opposite. Pizza is cold, but that's probably not a problem for Eli. There's nothing wrong with cold pizza. In some ways, cold pizza is nicer than warm pizza.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. I was just reading some old texts with Fireside.
What is Fireside? I don't know what that is.
Oh, of course. Sorry. It's a fire magic trick. Lets me read any book that was consumed by flame. It's a
That's
bit of a
cool.
strain on the eyes, but beggars can't be choosers.
That is kind of cool.
Being a mage has its moments. I won't deny it. Although I can't say the same about this book. It's an old Sumerian text about death magic. Really long, really boring. But I used to read books about S-Corp tax code for fun back when I was an accountant. I can handle boring.
Sounds dreadful.
Ah well. See you at the meeting.
Yeah, one quick question.
Fire away.
You mentioned something about being an accountant.
That's right. Back in my mundane days, back before my powers kicked in, I worked at the firm Weisel, Meltzer, and Sherman. There used to be a Beckett somewhere in the middle of that, but, well, you know.
Really an accountant?
Yep, I was damn good at it, too. I made partner in 5 years.
Wow.
Worked at the firm for another 20. You had to know things to be an accountant back then. No computers to do half your job for you. And to make partner, you had to crunch numbers in your sleep.
Damn those
Hey,
computers.
I ate them for breakfast.
You make being an accountant sound so exciting.
Well, it was. For me, anyway. Lining up numbers in my head, making them dance and do what I wanted. My boss used to say it was like magic. Turns out the old man was being literal. Who knew?
Yeah, it's nothing more important than enjoying the job you do. That's my bit of advice for everyone. It's like doing magic.
Yeah, throwing a fireball or preparing your tax return. Tomato, tomato. It's all just numbers, and I'm really good at equations and numbers. Always have been.
Okay, could I ask you about some of the pictures on your walls?
Sure, I guess.
Ah, so he's more open to talking about them now.
We were feeding the birds. What? You expected something else? There's nothing special about it. Just an ordinary day.
Why is there a picture then? Why are you smiling?
I am? Huh. Yeah, I guess I am. The picture was taken in 77, 78, around 5 years after my powers kicked in anyway. I'd buried myself down here, studying old books, experimenting with spells, and trying to come to terms with everything. Then Mandana dragged me out to the park. We fed the birds. It was nice, normal, ordinary. I felt human, and I can never forget that. Not ever.
Huh, that's nice. I'm curious about the wedding picture.
Well, I can't deny that's me. Almost 70 years ago that was taken. Could we not talk about this yet?
Yeah, sure, okay. The house, the mailbox says Beckett.
You know what they say. If it's yours, put your name on it. But yeah, that's my house. Well, 50 years ago it was my house. Had to leave it behind when my powers kicked in.
That's sad.
And the worst part? I was only 5 installments away from paying off the mortgage.
Ah, no. 2 little girls, they're yours?
Yeah, but I kinda don't want to talk about them now, if that's okay.
Yeah, so it seems like we have to get to know these guys slowly over the course of the game. That picture of you at the desk.
Yep, that's me, hard at work. I can even remember the account I was working on. This dress manufacturer in Midtown, booming business, lots of numbers, tons of paperwork. Took me months to sort through it all. I loved every minute of it.
Enough about the pictures, let's talk about something else then.
Sure.
Any thoughts on the last mission?
I don't know. I just keep thinking about Jordon, wondering if he's okay. I'm gonna live a long time, but even when I'm dust in the wind, he'll still be out there. I only hope he's still himself.
Yeah, I hope so as well.
Right. See you around.
Alright then guys, well, I'll tell you what, we'll leave it there. We'll go and talk to the big boss in the next one. But yeah, pretty cool. Finished our first case. I feel like we made the right choice. I don't know, what do you think? Let me know down below. But that is going to do it for this one. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne, Nate, Terminally Nerdy, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Barry Aldridge Hobo, and Numinous for all the support on the channel. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.